So Evan, if you want to just kind of take us down the path here. So we're going to go just straight to the BBCHS website. You can also navigate to this by just typing in modernstates.org. And so he's going to student services. And then you see on the very left-hand column, there's this Modern States, earn free college credit. And then it just talks a little bit about what Modern States is. Modern States is a non-for-profit organization that helps give students access to CLEP tests. So a CLEP test is an exam that students can take that if they pass it, they can get college credit for that course. Okay, many universities accept CLEP tests. Many of them have some parameters around what CLEP tests can count for what courses, but we do know that if they pass it, they do get a level of college credit, and that is real money in families' pockets. So there's some information here about what a CLEP test is and how it kind of is organized through Modern States. So with Modern States, your student would log in and then they would pick a course. Like you can see here on the right-hand side, all the courses that they offer and all of the CLEP tests that they offer. So when you log in with Modern States, you're going to take pick a course. You're going to take a series of videos with that course. Your students can take a series of videos. Then they're going to take a practice test. If they pass that practice test, Modern States will pay for their CLEP tests, which is like a $90-some value. Which means that if then they pass the CLEP test, which with Modern States guidance, they say has a 75% pass rate. If they pass that, then that's essentially free college credit. So we wanted to make sure that that opportunity was presented to you and available for you to think about with your families. It's an opportunity for enrichment. If you have a student that is excelling and needs some enrichment, this is a great opportunity for that. So Evan, go ahead and click on the link underneath Modern States. There you go. So they would go here, they would sign up individually. When they sign up individually, we don't know that they've signed up. So kids can just sign up on their own. If you have kids that have graduated, they can also sign up and register to take a course. And so go ahead and go to the courses, Evan. So you go ahead and you take a look at some of these courses. There might be people on here that have students that are in advanced placement courses already. The CLEP test is a College Board product. The SAT is a College Board product, and the advanced placement test is a College Board product. So they're all under the umbrella of the same company. So if your student's taking, AP Psych, or if they're taking AP Lit or Lang, and they don't pass the test with a 3, 4, or 5 to get that college credit, they could go this route also. So this is good for the kind of student that maybe is taking an AP course, but doesn't know if they're going to pass the AP test or doesn't pass the AP test. They won't know that until July, right? It could be for a student that wants to go ahead and use this as a tool to study for the AP test. And then if they don't pass it, then this is kind of like a backup plan. All right, so go ahead and click on AP Govern, or scroll down and get to an AP, I think, test would be better. Keep going. Okay, go ahead and go to AP Literature Part 1. Go ahead and click on that. So we offer AP Literature mostly to seniors. And so on the right-hand side, you'll see that this is a course. It's going to take you about 3 to 4 or 4 to 5 hours per week to finish it. And so once you finished all of the modules under AP Literature, which you noticed there were a few more, then you would be eligible to take their practice test. Again, if you pass their practice test, then they'll pay for you to take the CLEP test. But if I'm an AP Literature student anyway, I might want to go watch these videos because it might help me study. These are all free to you when you sign up, when your student signs up. So there's really no risk involved in looking at this. And then if you don't pass the AP Lit test and you do pass the CLEP test, then you would get credit at your college or university would accept that credit. So every course has a variety of hours that it takes to complete the modules. And every test would equal a specific course at a college or university. And that is college and university specific. So there is some time commitment on this end, and there's some independent study on this end where it will require the student to be able to work independently, work through the modules, make some decisions about their time management. We are offering a boiler block section on Fridays. Is that correct, Evan? On Fridays for students to have a place to do this and an adult to help encourage them. So we also know that sometimes high school students just need a place and some time for encouragement. So again, who should take advantage of this? Students who are taking an AP class but not taking the test. Students who are taking an AP class but concerned about maybe not getting a 3, 4, or 5, or students looking for enrichment opportunities, or students that just want to work on college stuff before they get there. It's not really aligned with a course that they're currently taking. You can go ahead and go to the next slide, Evan. So next steps, on the BBCHS website, there is a Google form. If you are interested in doing this, we would like to help to support you, and we would be supporting you through our counselor and through our boiler block, right? And then the counselor is going to help them kind of sign up for Modern States. Are you going to the form, Evan?
Yeah, I'm going to show where to access the form and what that looks like real quick.
Okay, I'll keep talking. Again, boiler block sections will be created on Fridays for students who want to sign up and have a place to work. It is about a 3 to 4 hour time commitment per week, depending on the course. We at BBCHS are working to be a CLEP testing site. We are working with the College Board so that you don't have to go somewhere else. Like right now, you might have to go to like Joliet to take a test, or Governor State. But right now, we're working on being a CLEP site ourselves, and so that kids could take the test here. This is an early college option, but it's not a dual credit option. So I want to make sure that everyone kind of understands that it's not dual credit. You would not get credit on the BBCHS side. This would just be for college advancement and an early college process. And like I said, we're starting to try to become a site of our own for testing. It's really important to check your university on which CLEP exams are accepted for what course before you make some decisions, unless you're just learning for learning's sake, which I always approve of. But we picked our top 3 destinations here at BBCHS. So you can go to the College Board website. You go ahead and click on the College Board one first. And if you scroll down, you could search, right? So he could type Illinois, go ahead, whatever you're typing, Eastern. And then you could see the school's CLEP policy by clicking that kind of button on the bottom there. And it should bring you to, oh, you gotta say Illinois apparently. So that really shows you all the ones that have a chemistry, right? But then if you click on that blue button, go ahead and click on the blue button down below, Evan. So if like you're going to Aurora University and you want to check out their CLEP equivalencies, you can do that here. They always encourage you to go to the actual website. So if you want to click out of that, Evan, back to the presentation. If you want to double, triple check, go ahead and go to KCC. That's easy. And you want to go to KCC, you would scroll down and KCC would say, hey, this is the course, right? So I would say English composition, right? You have to score at least a 50 on the CLEP test. It's 3 hours and it's English 1613, which is their beginning English course that all kids have to take. Then you would earn that credit and you would not have to take that course at KCC and pay $1,000-ish for that. So this shows you the equivalencies, but every university is different. So like you saw foreign language on the other one at KCC, but here ISU does not accept that credit. So it's really important to kind of know where you think you're going to land first, and just make some equivalencies. Take a look at all the gen ed requirements that the college is asking for, the English, the math, sometimes the political science. That's another easy entry point, and make your decisions accordingly. So we're going to have this presentation up on our website too, but I just listed, the links for KCC, ISU, and ONU. And again, each college can kind of make their own rules around CLEP. I did see in the chat as it was popping up, can other people take advantage of this? Yes, other people can take advantage of this. So my daughter graduated last year. She's currently at KCC, and I've already had a conversation with her. Hey, let's try to get history out of the way. I know you're going to have to take history. Let's just get that out of the way via this. I know she's really good at online learning, so I won't have to, babysit her or coach her through that. So that's an option. And then she doesn't have to pay for that course.
I just want to reiterate real quick too, make sure if you're interested, even if you're not exactly sure that you're going to register for a CLEP exam, just if you're interested, go ahead and fill out that Google form on our website. And again, that's found right here under the Modern States registration. And that will prompt a counselor to contact you and have a second conversation regarding where do you plan on going? What course do you plan on taking? Let's make sure that it's, one of the courses that they're recognizing. Let's double check the score you need to receive to get credit. And so that is the first step, and that's an important step. That's how you'll get the support you would need throughout the process of taking the CLEP test, would be to fill out that registration.
And currently we can't track our BBCHS students through Modern States. I know that they are working on that level of functionality, so it's really very independent with the families, but we thought it was such a really good opportunity for families to save some money, and also have a little bit of a safety net around AP courses that we wanted to make sure that families had the information. Dave, is there anything you want to add from your perspective?
I think you covered it. I really like that. If the students sign up, please have that conversation with your counselor as well, so we can track those students and get them the support they need.
Are there any questions?
There are. Not every university college participates in the program. That is true. There are some universities, like I know, Ivy League universities would typically not take a CLEP test out for a course there. Most public universities will. And again, it just depends on the university, which tests, what scores, how many courses that they offer. But that checking, the double checking of the specific university is super important.
That's why when I'm talking to my own child about it, I know I'm directing her to take something that I know would be counted, and I know would be a gen ed requirement for her for sure, right? She was at KCC, and so we're double checking now. We're talking to her counselor about it. What's the best course of action, so that we can make the right next step. So we do realize that there's some legwork that has to be done for families here, just to double, triple check. You're not wasting your time. No one wants to do that, but it's really worth the thousands of dollars that we might be saving on the back end.
If you were to have questions that pop up later, I'm going to go ahead and type in my email, Mr. Lamy and Mrs. Cole's email in the chat, just so you have it. And then you could always reach out to any one of us anytime if you have further questions. If you're not ready to register, you just have a couple questions you want to ask first, that's totally fine.
Cynthia did ask a question about if your student is on athletic scholarship. My daughter also happens to be on athletic scholarship. So I guess our goal for her is about completing a little early also. And so we're kind of working through that. Since it's free, like she just might be able to complete a little earlier. She has a fall sport. So there's lots of factors that depend. Is this a 2-year college that she has athletic scholarship, or is it a 4-year? So I would just double check with the college university or your child's counselor.
I don't see any other questions popping up in the chat or the Q&A, Tiff. So I think
great. I think we are done then. We'll let you go. Have a great night. And again, reach out to us or head to the BBCHS website for more information. Appreciate it.